Hello everyone, welcome back to video lesson for senior high school media and information literacy with Sir Darwin. For today's video, we will be talking about module number 4, different resources and dimensions of media. But before we proceed, allow me to give to you our learning targets. You can describe the dimensions of different resources of media and information, as well as you can cite examples for each source of media before we end the discussion. Along with our learning target is our core values. There would be wisdom, diversity, and innovation, the ethics that would help you to understand our topic for today. And to give you a glimpse of what we will be talking about this session, here is our key concept map. Different media resources such as multimedia, manipulated, motion, audio media, visual media, people as media, and text as media. I know you are all excited to start our session for today. But before that, let's have a quick activity. In this activity, I wanted you to identify the given picture that I'll be showing after this on your screen. You would be able to choose among people as media. You could also identify the picture whether that is visual media, audio media, motion media, or multimedia. Ready?
Number 1. Camera shot of a girl across the road. Number 2. Gadgets. Number 3. Sports anchors. Number 4. Recorded audio. Number 5. Medical frontliners.
And that's for the 5 items for our activity. Now, let's check your answer. Number 1, visual media. Number 2, multimedia. Number 3, people as media. Number 4, audio media. And the last one, number 5, people as media. May I ask your score? Good job.
On our first stop, people as media. It directly pertains to person who is exposed to media messages, is also able to serve as a conduit or medium of information, and could be an influencer of ideas. With that being said, you yourself, your classmates, your teacher, your friends, your colleagues, your family members could be people as media as long as they carry information about certain event, activities, and scenarios. People as media are highly expected to be responsible disseminators of information. Since you are spreading information, it should be accurate, it should be real time, it should be true. People as media do have different types. First is the industrial application. This kind of people as media are actually using individuals, prominent individual, as brand marketers through endorsement or interviews about certain product. That's why, as you can see on the picture, we have Sara Geronimo, we have Main Mendoza, and other international endorsers of different products. Another type of people as media is opinion leaders, or also known as the influencers nowadays. They become the source of valuable interpretation of messages for lower end media users, or technically us, the common people who are using or who are watching YouTube, who are using social medias every day, and so on and so forth. And to give you an example, you can see some pictures on the screen or influencers on your screen that actually influence you at some way. Next is the citizen journalism. This is actually ordinary people or netizens like us become people media in your own, because there are times or scenarios where we can film particular happenings on our surrounding. We could actually take photos, we could actually take videos or audios, audio record of what is happening on our area. And right now, this is actually a good proof that something really happens. So since there is no journalist or there is no someone who can record the video, we could use our gadgets in order for us to really share informations in social medias or different platforms. Once again, that is citizen journalism. Another type of people as media is social journalism. This is a model of information relay that combines professional journalism with those offered by citizen journalists or even regular audiences. And they actually maximize different social media platforms nowadays. So they are using Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube itself, and other platforms. The last type of people as media is what we call crowdsourcing. This is a group of unknown or anonymous people or individuals, or a crowd is solicited for information by certain entities or institutions. So crowdsourcing could be crowdfunding, crowd voting, macro task, crowd creativity, micro task, and so on. The next source of information is the text information and media. According to Rose in 2015, a text is any human readable sequence of characters that can form intangible words. What are those type? So the type of text are the following. This is according to Parrot 2006. The first type is the plain text. It actually consists of fixed character having essential the type of appearance, also known as unformatted text. It corresponds to a set of characters in American Standard Code for information interchange. The second type is the formatted text. This time, the appearance of this text can be changed using font parameters. And the last one, the hypertext, it serves to link different electronic documents and enable users to jump from one to another non-linear way. Here are some examples of text information and media. You can see numbers, you can see different font style, and then the linking or hypertext. Third source of information is what we call visual media. Visual information entails the use of visual media that may or may not be accompanied with audio or sound. It could be in the form of photographs, motion pictures, video recordings, visual aids, and graphic arts, and other displays that use pictorial representations, according to Dictionary of Military and Associated Terms in 2005. The common example of visual media is image or picture or photo. So a type of visual information that you normally see in your daily life. Once you browse your social media account, once you open your books, once you check your Google Classroom, you can see images. So it could be pure black and white or grayscale, having a number of gray shades, or color containing a number of color shades. Maybe you are asking yourself, how can a picture really perform or adjust its color or the shades of color? So we have color models and HSB model, or hue, saturation, and brightness. But let's talk about color models. It used to recognize and communicate color information. So RGB, the red, the green, and the blue. CMYK stands for cyan, magenta, yellow, and the black. For the HSB model, for the hue, it provides specific tone of color. For the saturation, you can do adjustment in the intensity of hue from gray to tone pure or vivid color. And the brightness also pertain to the lightness or the darkness of the image. Another one is audio media. Audio media is directly pertained to acoustics. It is the study of the nature of sound or audio in terms of generation, transmission, and reception. There are different dimensions of sound. The first one is the film sound, the literal sound, and the nonlinear sound. For the film sound, it has to match the aesthetic impact of an image. The literal sound, it conveys the specific literal meaning and describes the source of the sound. And the nonlinear sound, it evokes a visual image of the source of the sound. Next one is motion media. It is actually based on moving images or moving pictures with audio and interaction functions, according to Lee, Park, Lee, and Cameron in 2010. It aimed to communicating information in multiple ways, according to Robler 2006. Motion pictures are recorded on celluloid film and are projected on a screen in cinema theaters. Motion videos, on the other hand, are represented as electrical signals as an output from video devices. Now, here are the characteristics of motion pictures and videos. For motion pictures, it is mise en scene. So acting, editing, the cinematography includes the sound, the musical score, the hair and makeup of the actors and actresses, even the props or the background, the set and the production design. The actors itself, the camera movement and the angle of the camera, and use of propaganda tools. In motion videos, the characteristic of this is electronic signals or cathode ray tube, interactive, TVs or online streaming platform. We are now on the second to the last media, the manipulated media. Manipulated media may be loosely defined as any material, a program or application that people use to formulate new information to aid learning through the use, analysis, evaluation, and production of interactive and hands-on media. So the video games, the different social medias, and the ML or Mobile Legend are the examples of manipulated media. Googling, through common usage, is understood by the internet users as looking information about something using the google.com. According to Clark in 2015, Google is actually the most relevant and most used search engine nowadays, not only in the Philippines but across the world because of its adaptability and user-friendliness features. Last is multimedia. Multimedia is a way of perceiving information by combining modalities such as text, visuals, either images, graphics, video, and either animation as well, audio, and sound. Information is stored, transmitted, presented, or perceived in any combination of said forms of media, according to Parry 2006. Users or viewers like us of multimedia can be called as the target audience, while the individuals who are creating the content of multimedia information is what we call authors, and the process that they are doing is authoring. Multimedia is nonlinear, refers to being able to navigate from one point in a presentation to another at any given time without being restricted of chronological or logical sequencing of the content of the multimedia presentation. At last, multimedia is an interactive media because it provides users more leeway for feedback and more participation in the creation and also for the betterment of the multimedia content. Multimedia is digital, enabling you to instantly access different portions of stored data. Way back in analog, if you want to rewind, you need to play back according to the sequence of the data in the magnetic tape. In digital nowadays, you can listen to music and play them at any given point in time by merely pointing the cursor at the control and moving the dial back and forth.
And that's it. Do you have any question? If none, let's go now on our post test. On your post test, I wanted you to understand and analyze the scenarios carefully. There would be three items. Per items, it will measure your understanding and how you will react or what will be your response to these certain scenarios. Ready? Here is the questions.
In your opinion, what should a person consider making the visual information influential and relevant? Question number 2. In your belief, what makes audio information interesting even though there are no visuals present? Question number 3. How would you tell your mother that you prefer to watch a different movie instead of movie she wants to watch with you?
Now, I wanted you to answer the last remaining question for the most essential question this week. The question is, why do we need variety and versatility in media and information? Once again, why do we need variety and versatility in media and information? I hope you learned something new from today's video. And do not forget to listen attentively, analyze carefully, and share responsibly. Once again, this is Sir Darwin. See you on the next video.